What's up, everybody? It is your favorite goddess coach, Baby J, Jalen the Alien, baby, and I want you guys to understand that life can be sweet, that your emotions can be amazing. I need you to understand that you are worthy of having peace and bliss in all areas of your life. Repeat after me right now. I don't care where you're at, repeat after me. I am allowed to have peace in all areas of my life. I am deserving of the absolute best that life has to offer. All right, I need you guys to understand that, one, the key to living the life of your dreams is heavily tied to the relationship that you have with your emotions. Your emotions and your feelings power your manifestation, which means your emotions and your feelings are literally what enables you to be able to live the life that you want. And also it gives you the ticket to being able to have a life where you feel freaking amazing, where you look around and instead of feeling numbed out from your day-to-day, you feel electrified, you feel great. But something that we tend to do in the Western world is we tend to really demonize negative emotions, quote unquote. We look at negative emotions like they are this negative thing that is trying to ruin our life. And instead of learning how to handle those negative emotions, what we end up doing is suppressing them and pretending like they're not there so that we can find a way to just get things done and to get through it. And yes, don't get me wrong, sometimes we need to squash our feelings and put our feelings aside and get things done, especially if we are living in survival mode. However, if we want to get out of survival mode and to go into thrive mode, we need to learn how to have a healthy relationship with our emotions. All of our emotions, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between, and the great, okay? We need to learn that emotions are here to help us. And babe, trust me, when you start to understand this and you start to understand inner work, you are able to see that emotions are literally telling you about where you are in life and where you want to be and how you truly want to feel. As women, we don't have the most beautiful relationship with our emotions because we are expected to always be on go mode. We can see this with people, when we get on our cycles, we don't get off from work. We don't get a little break from work when we get on our cycles. We are taught to, nope, we still got stuff to do. We still got to make the world go around. We don't have any breaks. We have to be on go, go, go because we have to survive. But if you look at how we used to do things as women, when we got on our cycles, we knew that we needed to relax. We knew that it was not the time to be on go mode all the time. It was the time to relax and to sit back and to reflect and to do that introspection and to be able to dive in and to do the divine feminine work of going within and figuring ourselves out, treating ourselves extra nicely and extra kindly during our cycles when our emotions have a tendency to be elevated, when our intuition also has a tendency to be elevated during our cycles. But most of us don't have that luxury, and all of us don't necessarily have that luxury to be able to have that break and to understand that we are cyclical beings, that we're not always going to be on go, 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 go mode, that sometimes we're going to have moments where we need to reflect, where we need to do introspection, when we need to do inner work on ourselves. And babe, I'm gonna be real with you. I need you to make sure you do have time for yourself. I need you to promise and commit to having time to yourself, time to reflect, time for self-care. Because if you don't take care of yourself and you don't take care of those emotions are going to ruin you, and you're gonna find yourself stuck in life and not feeling good and feeling like you're trapped in your life instead of feeling like you have freedom. Right? Because your energy, your feelings, your emotion is literally going to determine how much you are able to manifest, because that is the breakdown of your vibration, and everything in front of you is the current representation of your vibration. So if you look out in front of you and you're not seeing things that you want to see, you see yourself stuck in a situation where you don't want to be in, you see yourself not in the city that you want to be, you see yourself in the situation that you just don't want to be, you gotta start going within. And the key to healing and the key to truly doing that work on yourself is to go within and to master inner work. And one of the key principles with this is learning that your negative and emotions and feelings are not there to scare you and to limit you, and you don't got to run away from them and hide them and pretend like they're not there and suppress them, so that over time you keep on suppressing these emotions. Now you don't know why you keep on attracting these negative relationships. Now you don't know why you keep on attracting these negative people, because you haven't handled the negative emotions within you. Okay? So if you want to change your life, it's time to honor your emotions, the negative ones and the positive ones. I am not all love and light. And as a matter of fact, if you know anything about actually the divine feminine principle, the yin and the yang, right? The negative and the positive, right? They're connected to each other. You can't have one without the other. The feminine and the masculine, the yin energy is the feminine energy, which is the dark energy. It's the night sky. It's the subconscious. It's the things that we can't quite see that are powering our reality. It's the unseen, the mysterious, that powers our reality. So when you start to create a beautiful relationship with your emotions, baby, hear me out. You literally start being able to transform your life in front of you. And to other people, it's going to look like magic. But you know what you had to do, and you know that you've been doing the work on yourself to be able to have that transformation. So this is going to be a list of the different things that I do personally to be able to build a beautiful relationship with my emotions. Me specifically, I'm a Mars in Cancer. So naturally, I have a lot of, I'm very moody. But instead of like going against it, I've learned how to build a life that allows me to make passive income, so I don't always have to be on go mode. And at the same time, I've learned how to, instead of suppressing my negative emotions, honoring them and learning how to be the observer, just looking and, holding space for those emotions, observing those emotions, and understanding that those emotions are a teacher for me. That if I listen to what they're trying to say to me, often, they actually go away really quickly. But when you don't pay attention to somebody and they're hurting and they feel like you don't care about them, but you're supposed to care, what is that person going to do? They're going to keep on crying. They're going to keep on trying to get your attention until you listen to them and hear them out. That's what you got to do when it comes to your negative emotions. You got to hear them out. You got to hear them out and be there for yourself and nurture yourself. And honestly, if you want the full practice and the full process of my inner work, check out my course, Goddess of Worth, which literally is a course that helps you do the inner work so that you can get to the next level in your life. I'm talking money and love. But let's get into these ideas. One, my number one mood stabilizer is journaling. I love journaling. I want everybody to have a journal. You must have a journal. I don't know how anybody goes throughout life not having a journal. Get one if you don't have one. Get a journal and start getting used to really reflecting upon your emotions. When you find yourself overthinking and it's just you're so in your head and you got a lot of emotions going on, I need you to start writing down your emotions. Write them down, pen to paper. Start practicing writing down how you truly feel. A lot of the times when we're overthinking and we're confused, we're not giving space for clarity. So when you actually put pen to paper your thoughts, emotions, and feelings, and you reflect about how you truly feel, you're able to have direct access to your subconscious, to the root of your being. Literally, calligraphy and cartography is the study that basically says that your handwriting is basically the key to accessing your subconscious. So if you write down your emotions and feelings and you get that stuff out of you, most of the time you'll find clarity and you'll find that those emotions and those thoughts will cease to exist anymore because now you gave them space. And a lot of the times you'll look over your thoughts and find clarity. And once you learn certain inner work principles, you'll learn how to be able to work through those emotions and to work through those thoughts. Journal about your day. Journal about how you truly feel. Journal about the things that you wish that you could say to that person that hurt your feelings. Journal about it. Let it out so it doesn't have to control your life any longer. 2, screaming in the car. I love to scream in the car. When I find myself overthinking and just so stuck in my head and so stuck in my feelings, and it feels like, life is just caving in on me, one of the best things that actually truly helps me is screaming in the car. Doing a primal scream in the car, because in the car, people can't hear you, right? So I'll literally just get in my car, blast some music, and as I'm driving or just somewhere where there's not a lot of people around, I'll scream. I'll literally pretend that my screaming is coming from my throat chakra, and I'll imagine like all that energy just like all that vibration, because when you make sound is literally like waves and particles in the air and stuff like that. So when you like scream and let out thoughts and emotions, you can clear your auric field and clear your body. So I'll literally scream and yell to the top of my lungs and imagine that energy pushing out of my body, pushing out of my head, pushing out of my throat, clearing out the way. And a lot of the times I find that when I do that, afterwards I just feel so much more relaxed and relieved because I got those thoughts out of my mind. Gratitude. 3rd, gratitude. Sometimes when I find myself stuck in the negative emotions and I'm focusing on the negative outcomes, and those days when you have where it seems like one negative thing is happening after the other, and it's just like, dang, like how bad can this get? The reason why it's like that is because you're literally manifesting it. You're literally saying, how bad can it get? So then, oh, you want more? Universe says, oh, you want more bad things to happen? Here you go. Here's another bad thing. Here's another bad thing. When you're stuck in that type of day and stuck in that kind of lifestyle, you got to take your mind off of the bad stuff and for a moment, put yourself in the opposite direction. Put yourself into gratitude. Focus on what good is coming out of this. Focus on the good, okay? And literally make a list of all the good things that are happening in your life and all the things that you're grateful for. That is a way to get you out of that train and direction of focusing on more bad things, which gives you more bad things. So even like, dang, I tried to get to work and then there was so much traffic and I was late and da-da-da. Oh, I tried to get to work. There was a lot of traffic, but on the way there, I actually got to listen to this beautiful podcast, and that podcast gave me a beautiful idea. So I was late, but at the same time, once I act on this idea, I can make more money anyway, and I can quit this job. Right? You want to start looking at the positive of things. Start practicing looking at the positive. How is everything that is coming towards you, even if it's bad, quote unquote, on the surface, how could it actually be benefiting you? How is it building your character to get to the next level, helping you get to that next level in life? How is it helping you? Nothing is brought into your life to hurt you. It's there to help you. And as soon as you start, taking in that belief, that's how you can change your life and not have such a bad relationship to your negative emotion. 4th thing I like to do is amplify the pleasure. I like to amplify the freaking pleasure in any moment. And I learned this actually from Mina Arfan. But you need to amplify the pleasure. When you are in a bad state and it just feels like everything is going down the drain, find a way to bring pleasure into your life. Find a way to literally just amplify the pleasure in your life. Do things that make you feel good. And no, you don't want to run to things that are unhealthy, like, eating a bunch of junk food and pacifying yourself for negative means in that kind of way. No, but you want to do things like getting those emotions moving by going to the gym and working out, going on a run, okay, going to the water, going to the beach, and allowing the earth and the nature to pacify you naturally. Okay, you want to do things like dancing in your room. Okay, you want to do things like self-pleasure. Okay, like self-pleasure. Get yourself out of the mood and vibration of everything is bad and everything is not gonna work for me and it's just all bad. Get out of that and add more pleasure. Live in your pleasure and do things on a daily basis that fill you up and make you happy. Choose happiness. Choose your passions. That's how you can stabilize your emotions and live a freaking good life. And really the next key piece, I would say, also being the observer, kind of like I said before, learning how to observe the emotion, learning how to sit with that emotion and to like almost have space and hold space for that negative emotion. Instead of drowning it and like, you know, pretending it's not there, like sit with it and say, okay, I feel you right now. I see you. I understand you. I see what you're saying. I feel you. I'm here with you. What are you telling me? What do you have to say to me? Why are you here? Why are you here? What are you trying to reveal to me? And every trigger and every negative emotion is trying to reveal something to you. The biggest example that I've talked to you guys about before is, let's say you are so jealous of this girl because she's so beautiful and so attractive, and you feel that feeling of jealousy in your body, and you're like, I feel jealous, I don't want to feel jealous, I don't want to feel bad, but I do. And you're like, why do I feel jealous about this girl? Because jealousy and envy is there to teach you that something that somebody else has, you feel like you can't have. That's the only thing that jealousy is teaching you and telling you. So if you're jealous of somebody because you feel like they're very, very pretty, or you're envious because you feel like they're very, very pretty, then A, you are basically on a subconscious level saying that you are not pretty and that you are not enough. So then all you have to do is work on what you feel like you need in that moment, what you feel like you're missing, which is self-love. Loving on yourself, telling yourself that you are beautiful, okay, doing things to feel beautiful and to make you feel good inside and out. Jealousy is only telling you what you feel like you don't have, right? So learning how to work with those emotions. Emotion is just information. It's just letting you know something about yourself. And the more that you can be friends with your emotions, the good ones and the bad ones, this is how you evolve. And if you need help with this process, like I said, check out my course, Goddess of Worth. Invest in yourself so that you can literally learn how to break through these limiting beliefs and how to have a better relationship with your feelings and emotions. They are here to help, not to hurt you. And the last thing that really helps me stabilize my mood, for some reason, I don't know why, is water. Drinking enough water, going by the water, going by the beach, taking a cleansing bath with salt in the bath and stuff like that, taking a nice spiritual bath to help clear out my energy, that really helps me when it comes to stabilizing my mood, balancing my emotions, and being able to process those emotions effectively. Water, because our emotions are supposed to flow through us like water. They're not supposed to stay stuck and stagnant in our bodies. So when we let it move and we wash our body with water and we drink enough water, the emotions are able to flow. Your sacral chakra, which is not only is it the chakra of pleasure, but it's also the chakra of emotional relationships and how you process emotions. The sacral chakra is ruled by water. So when you're dehydrated and you don't have enough water, you're not flexible anymore. It's like you're stuck, you're stagnant, you're stuck in the emotion, you're stuck in the way of being. You don't have any creative ideas to get you out of your situation because you're just stuck internally. So drinking more water, moving like water, being by water, it helps you clear out your emotional energy so that you can get back your peace of mind, and it helps you just go with the flow a lot more with life. Like, I don't know, get by the water, guys. So these are things that I do that help me balance my emotions and also help me to honor my quote-unquote negative emotions as well. And I find that when I do these things, it helps me to have a better peace of mind. It goes from having a bad year to a bad month to a bad week to a bad day to only a bad couple hours, because before you even let it go that long, you know how to process your emotions and to honor those emotions. So it don't even have to be a bad hour. You had a bad minute, okay? And you just, instead of getting lost in that a negative emotion and feeling, you heard it, you processed it, you move forward. And that's the process of inner work, learning how to do that effectively so that you can live a peaceful life and like having your emotions work for you instead of against you. Like when you get this right, you're able to just like feel really freaking good and really freaking happy. So yeah, that's what I do to help stabilize my emotions, to feel better mentally, physically, and all that stuff. If you guys need help, check out my course, Goddess of Worth. It takes you through the step-by-step process of doing the inner work to change your outer reality. All right? So check out that course. And if you do want to work with me, I do have coaching sessions available. I am doing like limited availability coaching sessions where we can work with each other virtually, or I do VIP days and stuff like that. But it all depends on where you're at and what you're needing. So definitely email my team, goddesscourseinfo@gmail.com, and we can get you nice and set up with working with me, because girl, I want you to live your best life. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.